Hey guys, this is John, and I'm playing the Hourly Bullet Arena on lichess.org. It's time to get rocking. We have a lot of players in this one, starting in a few seconds. Lots and lots of players. I was able to put out a tweet about 10-15 minutes beforehand, and this tournament is filling up quick. Haven't noticed any lag yet. We got caught in a little lag spike at the beginning of the last tournament, but the last Bullet Arena I played in had 114 players. It was absolutely huge. This one maybe could get close to that number because a lot of people joined after the tournament starts. So this will be a lot of fun. We've got some nice banner going on in the chat, and hope everyone's having a good Sunday, good Mother's Day. I'm recording this on Saturday, but you'll be seeing this Sunday. Okay, 41 players to start. We're gonna get Drunken Master in the first game. So we get paired against a ringer in round one. Hello to you, Drunken Master. I know you watch. So we're playing a line of the Nimzo. I'm going to try to go bishop g5, pin his knight, and I suspect that knight takes c5 will be played, yeah. Now maybe bishop e2, let's castle. Now this bishop is questionable, so he just trades it. We'll try to maybe create a threat against h7. It's not really going to lead to anything, but at least it was a threat of sorts. Okay, let's go queen a4 and attack the a7 pawn. He's playing solid so far. I don't really have much. I couldn't take on a7 there because of queen a8, or rook a8 rather. Okay, let's play b3. Maybe he'll go d5. Apparently not. Okay, we'll just play some normal looking moves. This position is just roughly equal though. There's not a whole lot going on. Guess I'm okay with a trade if it comes to that. I probably need to put my bishop back on f1. That would be a more constructive way to play this. Let's do that because then I can free up my knight. My knight can do other things. It doesn't have to stay guarding g2. He does have a nice queen-bishop battery. Oh, I had bishop a6. I didn't notice bishop a6. I do not want a queen trade. No queen trade. I still don't want a queen trade. Sorry, Drunken. Oh, but I missed that move. Okay, we're going to take. Fortunately for me, his time is really, really low. There's not a whole lot he can do with this amount of time. Kind of forcing him into a pin too. Rook c7. Yeah, he just lost on time. I had 27 seconds at the end of that one. I think he was trying to play a little bit too careful. Let's go berserk in this game. Getting a 1651. Okay, and we have a queen's gambit of sorts. e4 looks pretty good. Let's do this. If he takes, I'm going to play e5. I like the look of this line. Okay, queen takes. Now maybe bishop takes c4 to follow. Yeah. He can castle, though. Castle to safety. Let's go rook d1. Battery against his queen. Okay, maybe a3. Kick him back a little bit. He's pinned along the file. So I'm going to go for that quick kill. Let's actually play e6. This might be a better way to open the position up. If he takes... Ooh, this is going to be nasty. So now we can pre-move this capture. Okay, and I take his queen, too. I'll just back off with my queen, regardless of how he recaptures. Let's get the bishop into g5, rook coming to e1 quickly. Trouble, trouble for him. Okay, bishop b5. Hopefully I can win this bishop. He's not going to let me. Okay, let's take. He's still pinned. I'm trying to come into h6 right now. He's being stubborn. He's playing good defense despite the material deficit. Bishop f8 would be a good defensive move. He finds it. I'll pre-move that. Let's get this going. Knight takes c5 is an idea now. Queen c4 coming. Let's give a check and then pre-move that. Okay, we got him. Back to tournament. So we berserked right there. Got a couple points. Oh, go 2006. Hello, Grant. We got a game against him, too. This is my student, Grant. Good player. USCF expert. I'll castle. We'll let him take on f3 if he wants. Maybe he won't want to. He's voluntarily capturing. Now he's got to go back. Ooh, this is not looking good for him. He's got to move his knight now, probably. I guess he could take with his rook, but I have g4 if he takes with his rook. And he goes back instead. Okay, let's do this, and then maybe f4 to come. He's playing actively, but I think his pieces are going to get pushed back. Like now I get to do this. I get f4 in. My bishop's coming to d3. Yeah, he's got to bring his king over. I think maybe like rook f3 now is pretty good. If knight h5, well, now knight h5 is a moot point, but okay, so we got that game. And we're at 9 points. Ooh, Mercury. Buy me a Mercury and cruise it up and down the road. He's 1973, and we're playing him. Let's get a win here. Slav position. Exchange Slav. Sort of a delayed exchange Slav almost. Well, I like this because his bishop is trapped inside the pawn chain. He looks like a speedster. He's pretty quick. Let's go knight e4, see if we can swap. Ooh, now we'll take the bishop pair. Grab that. Maybe he has knight takes d5 against this. My knight's hanging out here. Okay, let's go in here. That's a rook I can take. We'll eliminate this. Then play f6. I don't have to take on d2 yet. And I could, but what's the point? Let's just offer a trade. He missed his queen hanging. Now I can almost pre-move that capture. Check. Where is my checkmate? I'm just going to go here, and queen takes g2. I can basically pre-move. Okay, back to tournament. 13 points. Heptagon. Heptagon is closing. He has 11. All right, we got Heptagon. Whoops. All right. I guess we're going with d3 on move 1. Let's transpose into like an English. Now we have a reverse dragon. Fortunately, I know this line. I have played this line before, so it's not a complete mystery to me. This guy really wants to open the center. He can castle, but I have knight d4. I'll play knight d4 anyways. Sure. Maybe you can get him to take. Let's go e4. We'll expand using our pawns. Can maybe try to set up a bishop c5 type move to discourage me from playing f4, but overall, this is tempting. Opening the middle. Okay, let's go here. We can stick that bishop on e6. Let's hide our king. Yeah, I see why you're doing this. Okay, we'll just put that pawn into e6. This looks, at the very least, troublesome for him. I'm going to have a permanent thorn in his side. Okay, he wants to trade. I'll do that because I can get my rook into d7 at the same time. Okay, we'll take here. A3 seems good. Controls the file, but I'll get it back now. Okay, he's going to let me put that rook into d7. I like it, I like it. Okay, let's go g4. No trade of rooks. No trade. Let's not take that pawn. If he brings his rook in, bad stuff will befall him. Let's check once and bring this back. I can do this. I can take h2, but I come back here. If he gives a check, now he's got problems, especially in regards to all his weak pawns. Ooh, I had rook d7. I didn't notice it. Ooh, now I think I queen. Queening the pawn. Let's take that one. We'll just let that pawn sit there for a moment. All right, got him on time. 17 points. Jacob Smetana. Let's berserk against you. Maybe a little bit high rated to berserk in. You never know, though. I think I have played this player successfully in a berserk before. Yeah, actually, I know I have. Okay, let's go queen here. Bishop e6, maybe. Let's first secure our position. It's a little bit of a slow position. Let's go back. Maybe b5 next. If he takes it, I have bishop takes f2. So he's got to be really cautious about that. Okay, now maybe knight into g4 once he moves his bishop. Got a lot of stuff coming at his king. Queen h4 coming if he plays like rook there. Yeah, now we're looking good. Now we're cooking. Take here. We could have taken with a bishop too, but this seems stronger. Yeah, I think the whole house is crumbling at this point for him. Now we get to go and win his queen. Actually, I probably had knight takes h3 even better in that position. But this is sufficient. We're heading on time. Position's winning. It's all over but the crying, as they say. Okay, bishop d6. Incoming. Where's my checkmate? All right. 22 points. We're up to 66 players. Improving skill is in. NM improving skill. And we're playing Grant once more. Takes that way. Usually they play this system with a pawn on d3 instead, so a bit unusual to see it played like this. I like my position. Let's go here. Maybe I can catch him off guard with knight c4. Let's go bishop a3. I feel like this is awkward. Pin him now. I think he... I was going to say he might want to... Okay, he dropped a pawn, but... Go back there. I feel like he's going to play for e4. But if he goes e4, I can take on c3 in reply. Let's go here. And then be sneaky and try to play bishop h5. We'll just go back right now. Go rook e7. Still really, really tough for him. I'll let him take here because I immediately pin him with rook b8 if he does that. He's got a lot of weaknesses. Let's bring this back. Let me drop something. Yep, back to tournament. Yeah, not sure why he played bishop f3. Might have been anticipating that I was going to play bishop f3 or something. More likely he just slipped there. All right, so we've berserked a couple times. We're playing heptagon. Let's play a Sicilian against him. Oops, this is not a good line. Okay, I'll play b6 and then bishop b7 just to get something going against his structure. Okay, we'll take and come back. Be d6, undermine his center. Go knight d7. I'm worried that he can open the position up before I have a chance to consolidate. Okay, we'll castle now. Knight g5 would threaten mate. He doesn't play it. He's probably going to push his c-pawn, I'd imagine. Okay, let's go here and then play knight d5 next move. Probably he'll jump into e5. I feel like my structure is slightly better than his. So that's promising. Go here. I can take that because I have this defended. If he takes this pawn, I can take here and then take d5. Let's keep chasing that pawn. He can pin me with rook c1, but I have rook c5 at the ready. He can bring his knight into g6. I'm going to try not to get mated. It's very crucial that I don't play a move that... Ooh, gotta be careful. Let's bring the knight back to guard here. I almost played rook c6, allowing knight e7. That would not have been strong. Okay, now... Okay, he's defending well. Let's go g5. We'll just trade some stuff. We'll establish a protected pass pawn. Yeah, I should be winning this now. Now we just hide our king. Yeah, and we can just push this guy. He's playing very quickly, but it's not going to work. All right, back to tournament. You got a lot of moves off there at the end, but it wasn't enough. Wow, this guy 1682 is in second place. Fafare. Let's go berserk in this game. We'll pre-move knight f6. I was ready to play an Alekhines if he wanted to. He wasn't ready, though. Okay, let's take queen f6, or queen b6, threatening f2. Crazy-looking move, but I'm going to take this pawn rather than e3. Ooh, now I win a lot of stuff. We win. Mucho material. No queen trade. Okay. You can castle now, though. At least got that to safety. Let's chase him. And e3 is hanging. Play b5 next move. I can just pre-move that. Maybe knight into g4 next. He hung something. Okay, we can take knight f2 is threatened. Let's just pre-move that. He resigned. 35 points. I haven't really been keeping an eye on the chat. No one's really said much. Except for Anton squared me. Hello, Anton. Olatal. Not going to pre-move. Or Berserk, I mean. I will pre-move. Let's play bishop f5. Queen e2. Yeah, this is a reasonable system. He's delaying knight f3. I don't know if he's doing that on purpose, but there is a system where white can do that effectively. Probably he'll play a3 now. He does not, actually. Okay, I can take here. Aren't you losing a piece? I think you are. Take now. Yeah, I think he's losing material. Queen back, I can just go here. He takes d5, I take d2. We're up a piece, everyone's happy. Except for him. And my haters. Okay, go here. Oh, I just did a circle on a piece. I always forget to do that. Circle is not part of my usual repertoire. Okay, a6. Keep it all defended. Maybe c5 if we get a chance. Keep all these defended too. Activate the rook. Rook a2 coming. Maybe c5, c4. Get this pawn up. Yeah. King coming to c5. Let's pre-move that capture if he wants to do it. Nope. c3. We'll pre-move this. Ooh, got his rook. All right, back to tournament. 13 minutes remaining. We have 39 points. Who's next? Mamayan Mamuk? Heptagon instead. All right, let's go Sicilian again. This is the line I wanted to play. b6 on move 2. This is a nice little system. So knight f6 now, and I'm only going to take on d4 when his knight has been committed. The way it's going is not going too well, but that's all right. Let's go bishop a6, try to trade. See if we can swap the queens. Usually Heptagon tries to get the queens off against me. So maybe this is fulfilling one of their wishes, goals. Okay, now I can inflict an isolated pawn on him. Better go knight d5. Better do that. I can go knight c6 now. Let's run with our king. Let's go here. Try to attack a2. He's got a couple weak pawns. My king is slightly open. Like, he can go knight e4 pretty much whenever he wants. Okay, let's take that. I think I won my pawn back now. Yes. He got ahead of himself. Yeah, he decided I was going to take on c3. Yeah, now I can just trade stuff off against him. All right, back to tournament. Yeah, that's why you got to be careful about your assumptions. You know, you can't go around assuming that your opponents will play certain things. That's why, like, I only pretty much pre-move like recaptures unless I'm berserking or otherwise have a pretty solid read that they're going to do something. But that was like a typical bullet scenario where I played like kind of a middling move, and he just fell right for it. Okay, here I'm threatening knight b4 if I want to go after his bishop pair, which obviously I do. Let's open this center up. You can go into take. We'll see if he swaps queens. Maybe I can play bishop here now. He does have knight b5. I don't want to trade, so I'll go back. You can bring this knight into e5. He's going to offer a trade. Now I'm threatening bishop takes f3. He saw that. Let's bring our king a little bit closer. Might as well, because there's not a whole lot in the position to do. So we might as well make a little bit of progress. Let's see if he repairs our structure. Does not. Okay, we'll go here and maybe angle for b6. We have a nice strategic game on our hands, strategic endgame. I feel like I'm slightly better in this one with 2 bishops, but there's a lot of chess that remains to be played. Let's go e5. I don't want to trade. I'm going to attempt to squeeze him somehow. It's not going to be simple, though. Ooh, he has bishop a5 now. Yeah, okay. Let's see if he gives up the bishops. The time edge is just huge for me right now, though. He can't do a whole lot about that. I'm going to play a sneaky move. Alright, back to tournament. I only did that because he was so low on time. Chakra, Berserk. Berserk time. Queen d5, just transposing to a mainline Scandi. This guy has a low rating, but I wonder if it's like provisional or something. Just a little wary of players with that low of a rating. Oops. You can favorably capture there now. Probably should just develop. Try to get... Oh, I dropped a piece. Whoops-a-daisy. He didn't see it, though. So we're all good. If you didn't see it, it didn't happen. Don't you know that rule of bullet? If you don't see it, it didn't happen. Okay. Okay. Finally, he dropped something. F4. Okay, let's take that. Wow, this guy's just going all out nutso. He's dropping all his pieces in hopes of flagging me. Okay, checkmate. All right, well, I think he was trying to play a little bit too much off my time right there. Okay, we've opened up a huge lead on the field. 8 minutes remaining. 81 players in. I thought it was so cool how last time we had played G6 against Drunken Master, we had 114 players for video number 114. It was just like perfect. I'm playing the Gingy Indian right now. Okay, let's go Queen A5. And then defend that pawn in the center. I can take and then play Bishop F5. If he takes back. And we'll go knight here, if it'll let me. Trying to go to E5. Yeah, now I've won a piece. I wonder if Drunken Master has watched my recent Blitz video, because I had a game like this from the white side where I also played that E4 gambit. So that's how it went. I'm threatening this pawn. Okay, we can do this. Go win this guy. Back to tournament. 7.5 minutes remaining. We missed some of the higher rated players today. There were some 2,000 to, I don't know, 2,100 players, but nobody's super high rated this time around. No one's been letting me go for the exchange variation recently. They must know I like to play endgames. This is a line c5 is usually played now. He does not. Now he'll go knight e5, and I can back my bishop off to e2 if he does that. Now f4 is a big threat that they have to be aware of. Let's go h3. This move actually probably is not even necessary, but we'll play it anyways. I can take that. Just bring this back. He's probably going to take on d5 and try to open it up. He does not. Queen b3, attacking b7, maybe rook fd1 to follow. And then f4. Pawn f4. Yeah, because f4, if he goes back to d7, maybe this pawn is going to fall. I can play bishop h6 right here. Didn't see it, though. I'm not going to take on b7. I think that maybe this is better. I'm attacking d6. Now we get at his dark squares. I'm not going to take his rook either. This is kind of a weird idea, but that probably wasn't good what I just did right there, but it's fine. Now we go bishop c5. Now I can take his rook next move. Do I want to? Okay. Fine. Ooh, this is a nifty one. attacking his queen. Yeah, and he hung it. My queen was like laterally defending. Back to tournament. 5 and some minutes remaining. Drunken Master. Let's play b3 and move 1. The Larson. Bishop b5. I can take and double up his pawns. I used to play this a lot in Bullet. I never really had any particular success, I would say. But it is kind of fun to experiment with sometimes. Let's play knight e5. Go e3. We'll just develop. Develop like normal. He probably wants to play f6 and kick my knight out. He does. Maybe e4 now? Or he can play e5, we trade, and then I play e4. I want him to stay with these doubled pawns. That's my ideal scenario. We'll just go here just to see what his intentions are. Maybe he weakens himself with h6. I don't know if I'm actually planning on getting my knight in. Probably not. Okay, let's just go here. If anything, it's just a probing move. Encouraging him to weaken his king side ever so slightly. Probably rook be8 is good right now. Okay, well, we're agreeable to trades. If we trade again, I'm threatening d5. I'll take this way. And if he goes here, I don't know actually. Okay, I'm gonna do this, but he has e4. He does have e4. I can play queen f2 then, but e4 would have been a nice option for him. Let's go back here. Threatening e5. Okay, let's take there. e4 can be played. If he takes on d3, I have bishop back here. I'm guarding everything. Yeah, I think this is like too little too late once again. He's just playing a little bit slow. Mamayan Mamuk, c4 against you. And bishop g2 next. Catalan. Let's play d4, see if he takes on c4. Does not. So for that reason, we'll play for a setup with e4. e5, this is a line. This is in fact a line. Okay, we'll go rook d1. I don't rightly know how this line goes though. Just know that they play rook c8 somewhere like that. Okay, let's see if he like takes on e5 or something. I guess I have this tactic and I win the pawn back, but how good is that? I don't know. Well, now it's probably pretty good, but before it was questionable. Let's play f4, anchor that knight. Ooh, I had knight d7. I definitely had knight d7. I missed that move. He's probably going to try to check me on c5. We're okay with this trade. Rook d7 coming? Maybe. Let's do this first. Guess we're swapping stuff. Let's go back. A little leery of his queen. Okay, let's just try to defend everything. This guy's pretty good. He's not playing bad at all. I think the position's like roughly level right now. He's not playing bad at all. This move is nice because I attack e6 and also h4 in doing so. He found a good counter. I think my time advantage will prove to be the significant factor soon. Bring our king over. Yeah, I'm just trying to not allow his knight to come in and like really create havoc. Okay, back to tournament. Once again, like that player kept up with us on the board, but the clock was too big of a factor. Let's play g6 again against Drunken Master. Maybe he wants another taste of the Jinji Indian. He doesn't, so we'll transpose to a Benko Gambit. If he takes, I have queen a5, and that's bad for him. I think he knows that. Because queen a5, knight c3, yeah, I could take on c3 and then win his bishop. So he saw that that was no good. Let's bring our knight in here, and maybe we can angle for the e5 square. Looks good. I can grab that pawn on b2. I want my bishop for protection. I feel like a lot of times lately I've been avoiding trades, like certain trades, especially like minor pieces for rooks, because I think that loses you the initiative a lot of times in these games. He's probably going to play for f4. He wants to dislodge this knight. f5, okay. I'll just go here. Sure. If he goes bishop h6, I can play bishop e5. I think is good. So he takes instead. Take with the king. Let's come back with our queen. I have bishop e5, but I want to roll out queen f7, of course. I can do this. I can do that. Yeah, because he's got too much stuff hanging now. Oh, he has bishop back to f4, but I have this move. And if takes, I can take his rook. Tactics don't quite work out for him. All right, and that's all she wrote. Tournament over. I don't think I got those points in at the end. We had a lot of games this time around, didn't we? 1, 2, 3, maybe not so much more than normal. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 games. Yeah, that's a couple more than normal. So, yeah, I berserked a few times. 1, 2, 3, 4 berserks, looks like. And I think I managed to play the tournament pretty well. This guy's high-rated, Ferrari. He came in about halfway through the event and won all his games, but we never played. 25-14 bullet rating. So 90 players, good stuff. These tournaments have been growing. It's great to see. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tournament. I'll be back tomorrow with another bullet video. Talk to you guys later. Bye.